Good afternoon and hello, good morning in other parts of the world. I am Amélé Ekué. I'm the Academic Dean of globeethics.net, and I have the privilege to welcome you to this first Blue Table webinar of the globeethics.net Academy. For about a year, the pandemic accompanies us now and marks, I believe, all of our experiences of being in the world. And what we believed to remain a short transitional period has now become what is so frequently called the new normalcy. This is to what we have to adapt in our private lives, in academia, in our societal life, in the economy. Brief in all sectors, we have become aware of the vulnerability of our existence. But the other question to ask, I believe, is how do we react to the pandemic? Or perhaps more accurately, how can we be proactive? How can we be prepared and thus put the question in a more systemic manner? How do we want to live, and how can we adopt new lifestyles and create sustainable communities and societal infrastructures? So what is at stake in addressing the pandemic, and what is it about ethics and the pandemic? We realize that this is indeed a very multifaceted approach that we can see here. Researchers present us, for example, from the international law perspective, how human rights becomes a controversially debated issue, and tensions arise between fundamental rights of personal freedom on the one hand and civil and political rights on the other hand, where the protection of societies is emphasized. On the other hand, we find others who say that it's to deal, in fact, with this vulnerability and how aspects of non-discrimination or negative targeting of minority come to the fore, or we are confronted with issues of governance of public health measures. We have it with the quarantine, we have it with the vaccines at global, but also at national levels, and sometimes very contradictory principles and standards in terms of ethics. We all realized also, I believe, that the pandemic has sharpened our awareness for already existing polarizations and inequalities. So our common challenge remains: what do we learn, and what are the consequences of our learning? This is where we as an organization, providing an environment for learning, but also learning ourselves, are challenged